Welcome to Pacific Northwest Outdoors. My name's Chris, and sometimes I just don't know my own strength. Oh, look at that. So, just kidding, obviously. I did break this shovel, but it was from digging in the yard. And this is about maybe a 10-year-old fiberglass handled shovel. It's a True Temper Silver Max. I probably bought it for, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks, maybe about 8-10 years ago. And it finally broke on me when I was digging in the yard. You know, you live around all these trees and you get a lot of roots in the ground. You really need something to get in there and pry up those roots when you're digging holes. And this one has seen its last day. So that one is trash. And it's time to get a new shovel. So I wanted to get a really, really strong shovel. And for about 29 bucks, I found the Fiskars all steel long-handled digging shovel. So this thing seems like it's going to do the job. I'll give you a little bit of a closer look here. First thing, world's best shovel, it says. So hopefully it lives up to that name, according to Mother Earth News magazine. But this thing seems really solid. Like I said, it was $29. Most of the shovels were, 20 or 22, so it's a little bit more than your standard digging shovel with a fiberglass or wooden handle, but it is all steel. So this handle here is completely steel up until you get up here. So it's welded in right here, and it's welded in back here. But it's hefty. I mean, this is a lot heavier than my old one. It's got a little bit more of an angle on the digging tip and a wider head than the old one did. So that's pretty nice. I do like it has this sort of ergonomic shape to the handle. It's kind of a, I don't know if you call that like an egg shape or a pear shape, but it just feels really good in your hand. And then it has this big wide step here. See if you can see that. Big wide step for really getting into the ground and digging stuff up. So for 29 bucks, I think this is going to last a long time, and it does have a lifetime warranty according to Fiskars. It says back here on the label that it's warranted to be free of defects and material workmanship for as long as the original consumer purchaser owns the product. At Fiskars brand's option, defective product will be repaired, replaced, or substituted with a product of equal value. So I guess that means if I break it, they'll replace it for me, which is also kind of nice. So, brand new shovel, let's give it a try. Okay, so this spot of ground right here, I'm going to dig a hole right about here, and it's probably going to have a lot of roots underneath. This is an old stump of a tree that's still rotting out, so that's not where I want to dig, but I want to dig right around here, and I'm sure a lot of roots are coming through also from in here and this plant right here. It'll probably be very rooty in this area. Get rid of these stupid stickler plants. Hate these things. So let's see how it does. Here's the first try. Oh, well, that didn't go anywhere. There must be something right under there. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, so I'm underneath some sort of huge root of some sort. This is good though. I'm not getting any bend whatsoever as I'm doing this. My old shovel tended to bow out while I was doing the prying of roots. Oh my God, that's a big root. I like the big kick plate. Come on. Okay, come on, get down there. Yeah, this root is humongous. It's about that thick, so I don't know if this shovel's gonna be able to get through it. I might have to break out the handsaw to do it. But it did get under there, and it did pry it pretty well. Let's see if I can go right here instead. Yeah, that's better. Ugh. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely doing its job. Let me try from this angle. Oh boy. Get some. Ugh. There we go. Holy mackerel. Yeah, there's some roots in there. That's not even the big one. The big one's right here. Look at that. Earthworm, you go into my garden. Look at the size of these roots. Holy mackerel. So, yeah, those are pretty big. See if I can get around it a little bit. So it did a wonderful job of getting under there, and it definitely was standing up to the strain of prying these roots out. I think if the roots were smaller, it would have gotten through them a lot easier. I don't think that's the shovel's fault. Let me go get my handsaw and actually saw these off and keep going. Whew! That's some roots. Oh, that wasn't connected on that side. All right, now the big daddy. Yeah, I think this might be part of this stump right here that's kind of rotting, because this doesn't seem to be very alive in here. Okay, clear that out a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's a root. This one's going underneath my raised bed, so it's gotta go. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, it goes in easy. I like the wide footsteps. And it does have some power to break through these roots. And so, other than the roots that were in here, this shovel definitely made short work of the hole. See if I can get the roots that way. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. Yeah, this is much more solid than my last shovel. You can tell that just by the initial usage. My only concern would be the weld here and whether or not that's going to prove to be a weak point. But again, lifetime warranty, so let's try another area. Okay, so this here is a bush, or what's left of a bush that the previous owner planted, and this whole area was covered in these very big bushy, with little bushes with red berries on them. I don't know exactly what they were, but I didn't like them, so I ripped them out down to these stumps, and these are just sticks that are stuck in here, and they're kind of a tripping hazard. Anytime you walk by here, you got to watch out that you don't trip. And you know, having a toddler around the house, I want to make sure that she's not going to accidentally trip and fall on this, because you can do a lot of damage landing on these roots here. They're very tough and they're in there really good. So I think with the combination of this shovel and maybe my handsaw again, I can try to get some of these out, and we'll see how it does with this project. All right. going right through some of these roots below. I can feel it. Yeah, get out of there. Ugh. Look at that sucker. Well, that can be covered up. Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm impressed. Let's try another one. Okay, so here's another one. These things just go through and root all along the ground, so I want to just get it out, get this main root cluster out so that it stops spreading. All right, let's go. Oh yeah. And pry. This is where my old shovel had trouble. Prying. Get in there. Come on. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, that is quite nice. Ugh. Big root right there. Let's see if I can get around it. Oh yeah, right through. Yeah, baby. All right, got to bring in the saw. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that sucker. All right, well, that was a heck of a workout, but frankly, I'm pretty impressed, and I'm quite happy with the purchase. I'm glad I spent the extra few bucks and got the $29 shovel. It feels incredibly solid. There's just no movement in here at all when you're prying those heavy roots out of the soil. Unlike my fiberglass one, which would always bow, and at some point it bowed too much and these roots were too much for it and it snapped, as I showed you earlier. So very happy with the Fiskars long-handled digging shovel. And yeah, I think I will actually have this for a lifetime. Excellent. Great tool. Good job. Hey everybody, this has been Pacific Northwest Outdoors. My name's Chris, and if you liked the video you just saw, please click the like button. I would really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more videos, please click subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day, and cheers.